Welcome. Welcome to the show. Oh shit, I need some light, bro. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Joey fucking Wobbs. And we're here to talk a little bit of footy. You know, we're talking a little bit of footy. Last few days, like, I just haven't felt the need to do any shows. We skipped Wobb's link because of, like, we skipped Wobb's link because, like, it wasn't nothing going on. Like, there was just nothing going on. The LaCroix news came up. But like, outside of, like, LaCroix, nothing was going on at Liverpool. The same old nonsense that Barcola was going to get done. And really, there's nothing going on with Chelsea. So, like, in my opinion, there was no need for me to go live. Now, today was worth it. There's been a lot of news today. A lot of fucking news. And we'll start with what the title is about. I didn't think I needed this information today. I'm going to be honest. I thought I was good. You know, I thought I didn't need this, you know, but here we are. Fucking Mudryk. Mudryk is eligible to return to competitive action with immediate effect after a resolution has reached between the World Anti-Doping Agency and the World Football Association over anti-doping violation. Out of nowhere is right Curry Pirate. Out of nowhere. Demons home. The Ukrainian bolt. Now let's be real about this now. Okay. I already saw the reports that have come out recently. This kid needs a loan. We need to loan him out. He needs to get a year of football into his belt. He can't be playing. I don't know if that's the case. Maybe that's the case. I didn't do a lot of reading on this, Stens. I just got out of work like an hour ago. And I was going to go get a haircut, but my barber decided that he was on vacation. So Very interesting. Very, very interesting, right? Now, I just can't see a world where Mudryk plays for Chelsea this summer. Like, I just can't. This season, I just can't see a world that that's the case. Like, realistically, the way I see it, this is more than less going to end up being specific around, like, what he's coming back. What can we do with him? Right? That's going to be the real conversation around him, pretty much. I actually kind of agree with this. He would have been our starter last year. I just don't want us to have these expectations with him. That would be a good spot for him, to be honest, Connor. That would be a good spot. Like, just like a dry loan, to be honest, probably be good. Either to Roma or Strasbourg. Like, let him go play football somewhere else where he can play football consistently, especially after spending as much money as we spent on Morgan Rogers. Like, the likelihood that this was going to happen, the likelihood that this kid's going to play for us is going to be, like, slim to none. Now, is he better than Garnacho? Yeah. Let's be frank. That's not really a high bar. But, like, yeah, I think he would have probably started with it for us, especially with the way that Jamie was playing last year. Like, there's a likelihood that he would have started for us. So, I thought under Maresco he would have scored 10 goals. He would have got a 10 GA 2 years ago when he was still playing. He was, like, at 8 and then he got banned. But I'm not surprised, actually, about this happening. There was, like, an eventuality to this, in my opinion. Yeah, take care, Sultan. There was, like, an eventuality to this, I think. Like, the way that the Pogba situation went, like, there was no chance he was gonna reach the entire 4-year ban. In my opinion, it was always going to be something like this, where it was 18 months to 2 years, and, like, the 18 months situation is just because he can start this season on time, and they can actually, like, take care of, like, where he can go before the season starts. I would love to see him just play a few minutes in preseason just to see where he's at, in my opinion. But, it is what it is. From my understanding, he'll be assessed. Yeah, like him, Jackson, like, these guys have to, like, prove to us that they can stay in this team, in my opinion, and, like, play a role. And if that's not the case, then they need to go somewhere. Like, to me, I don't see us selling Misha. It's too much of a risk for another team to take on a player who's been coming off of a ban like this. So for us, it's, can we get him on loan? You want to know something, though? You know what I thought of? Like, while driving here, I was thinking about something. You know who else needs a winger? Like, an actual winger? Fucking Spurs. And the last person to get a good season out of Misha is the manager of Spurs. Like, it all, like, came in. I like, had this, like, epiphany about it. Like, wouldn't it be funny if Spurs brought him in on a loan? And De Zerbi took him, and to be honest, Killer, I think he's better suited than Jamie. I'm not going to lie to you. I think he's better suited as a stylistically than Jamie is, because I think he's better in the inside, making runs from the inside and outside to inside, where Jamie is more strictly touchline, in my opinion. He wants ball to feet. De Zerbi's Bamba is Mudryk. Exactly. That's exactly where I was thinking, son. Like, I was literally thinking I was literally thinking this, like, just recently. Yeah, like, are you like Jamie hasn't proven anything to us. Like, that's just a fact. Like, and once again, I'm one of Jamie's biggest fans, bro. I really am. I'm one of Jamie's biggest fucking fans. And like, I loved what he was doing at Dortmund before the manager change, when he was under Nuri Sahin. But man, it's hard to support him right now. It's really hard to support him. It's not like I don't want him to succeed. It's just more the fact that he has to prove it to us that he can succeed. Because he was just underwhelming in every aspect. I don't see us getting rid of Mudryk. Not yet, at least. The crazy thing is it kind of makes me want him to stay. Because the biggest problem with Mudryk is his IQ. And if you play with a system manager, the right system manager can get a low IQ player to play above level. And that's kind of why I want him to stay. Like, I don't know, like, there's nothing, like, I understand that it would be better for him to leave and play football. Like, I have no doubts about that. But it's just the fact that it's like, I think he's already a better fit than Gittins if he's at the same level that he was 2 years ago, right? And B, like, we have such a tactician. We have such a tactician that his style of play, if confined in the right way, I think can be reeled into a spot where he could be a good footballer. Like, that's the reality. And like, this is the other concept I have, is like, if you're gonna get rid of Neto, right? This is like your true depth option. Outside of Jamie and Quenda, he just has a long road ahead of us. He just has such a long road for him to show us that he can do anything. I think it was an IQ issue, uniqueness, personally. Like, when it comes to this, is like, it's just an IQ issue. Because, like, it's just, do I get to the right places in the right time? Am I making the right runs? Am I covering the right spaces coming back? And I think partly, part of it, is just adaptation. Like, in the end, like, you're talking about a kid. He's just still a kid, bro. Even if he's 24, I think he might be 25 now. Like he's just a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really is just a kid still. It's like, what's his age? Connor, how old is he right now? I mean, there isn't a ton of youth football options in Ukraine, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you either found or you're not. Yeah, he's 25. Like, still a fucking kid, bro. He is. I mean, bro, I'm old, so it just is what it is. He probably has like 2 years to really get to where, if we're just gonna give up on him or not. He probably has 2 years left, and he just turned 25. He'll turn 26 this season in January. I just wonder. Like, I don't have any, like, no one should have any expectation for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's playing with no expectation. It's the exact opposite of what he came into, right? If we think about, we are just brainstorming. We are just brainstorming. I already said the most likely option. If you haven't heard me, the most likely thing is that he'll be loaned out. Like that's the most likely thing. Okay, but let's just play to the fact of he might be here for 6 months before he gets loaned out. Right? Like we can't just say, oh, he's getting loaned out. There has to be somewhere who takes him. You see what I'm saying? Like, and not for that anything. Like, are we gonna waste a European loan spot to get Mudryk minutes, or are we gonna loan him to like a championship team, like some of you guys were saying? Because like those loan spots might be valuable later, depending on who we can move. You know what I mean? I don't know if somebody in the chat could tell me how many loan spots we even have left. We might not even have that many left. I'm not too sure about that whole situation, like how the money aspect of it happens for the last year. I don't know about 50, 60, but if we could get somewhere around 40. I knew Mo would jump in. I knew Mo would. You see why I asked the question? Because I knew that one of my true guys that are really doing a lot more, even more research than me, guys. Like some of these, I want you guys to understand. Mo and Connor have done way more work research-wise than me recently. Like I've been very, very light on the research around all football-oriented shit. I've been just getting information from other people. Truly, like not just from these guys, but getting information from my sources, which we'll have a little bit of a conversation around that, because there is some things that we can talk about. But yeah, like right now he's worth nothing. You know what I'm saying? So like in my opinion, like the best thing is like JK said it earlier. JK said it like all right. He stays for 6 months. He plays U21 football or like League Two, like Division Two, the Division Chelsea 2 football, right? He plays Chelsea 2 football. He play if he can play well, then a loan can come in January for him, or he gets reintegrated depending on how well he plays and if there's injuries. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of why I was curious. It's 6 for international guys over the age of 21. So Derry wouldn't count then. So we got 6 still. We still have a lot of dead wood to get rid of. I mean, why not? Right? Why not? I wouldn't be opposed to him going out on loan to Strasbourg. To be honest, for me, I think it would be better for him to stay for 6 months. I really do. I personally think he might not make a fucking single team. Like, he might not make a single lineup, bro. Like, a single fucking... Even against, like, the low-level fucking... Like, he might not make a single one. He might even not make the bench a single game. But have him around the squad, having him, like, just get up to speed, playing games in Chelsea 2 or U21, whatever you want to fucking call it. And, like, just getting him acclimatized. Because here's the thing, right? Where are we going to potentially get the most money? You know what I'm saying? If we were going to get the most money for him, it would be in England. So, like, getting him to a schedule, training with the coaches, getting him the help he needs. I know that he's been trained. He's probably paid a trainer to, like, keep himself in shape. But, and Isaiah, you might be right. You might be right? But we're just, I mean, this is what happened today. You know what I'm saying? Like Derry, I've liked what I've seen from Derry so far at Sporting. I watched a few minutes of his game earlier today at the end of my shift, and when they're playing Forest, I watched a few minutes of the game. Like I like what I see from Derry. I just like right now we're talking about a guy who's 26, not a guy who's 18. You know what I'm saying? And you might be right that Derry is better. Like I just would like to see what he can do. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said you might be, right? I didn't say that he is. I said he might be. Like I just what bro, Isaiah, you don't even know where like nobody knows what he's turned into, what he's been like since he's left. You know what I'm saying? We don't even know what people mature in the end. And the other thing, here's the other thing, bro. Like imagine trying to get instructions from someone and you only can understand 25% of the language. Like I'm being serious. Like imagine trying to be coached by someone and you can only understand 25% of what they're saying. Like I always like, especially there's certain languages that there's certain countries that when you bring someone in from them countries, you have to wonder how well they can understand the language that they're getting instructions from. There's not like a closeness of like Ukrainian Russian to like English. You like how much English would he have known other than from rap songs with his do-rag on? Like how much English would he have known at that point? You know what I'm saying? Like all I'm saying is I don't want to just make any jumps to any conclusions with this kid. I just want to let him get back to being a normal footballer first. And that means like going to training, being with his teammates, being on a regular schedule, playing games. Just let him do that first, and even even if it's at U21 level for the next 6 months, if he can prove himself, then he proves himself. If he can't, then you send him out on loan like any other player. Like it's that simple to me. What do you mean by that? I don't really understand what you mean by that. Why would he go to preseason tour if they're trying to get him back to normal football? What do you mean by that? I'm pretty sure, yeah, his girlfriend's American. I knew that. What do you mean by that, Lou? I want to know what you mean by this. What do you mean by that? Like him going to preseason. I mean, Lula, there's like 20 U21 players in our preseason squad. See, there's also a difference between what you're saying and what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he's going to be available to play the games for the U21 team. Okay? He'll train with the first team. Do you see what I'm saying? You can do that. There's like people do that all the time. There was a point last season before Levi Colwell played football for us again. Before Levi Colwell played football for us, he played like 4 or 5 games for the U21 team. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can make a guy of that age available to play in the U21 team and it's not necessarily U21, like it's not necessarily considered U21. That's why I kept on saying the Chelsea B team. That's why I kept on saying Chelsea 2, because it's not necessarily U21. It's the 2 team. Like, it's on another level. That's where fucking Danny Drinkwater played for years. But Marlon, that's a great league for him. That's a great league for Mika. It's a fucking fantastic league for Mika. What are we talking about? Yeah, it's called PL2. Exactly. It's not even U21. I don't even think there's such thing as U21. It just goes down to U18, if I'm not mistaken. And the U21 kids play in PL2. Because in PL2, you can bring in whoever the fuck you want. Like I said, Danny Drinkwater played there for fucking years. Literally years. Danny Drinkwater is actually a great example of that. Chat, do you guys have any questions about this guy? Like anything that I could give you some insight on or anything like that? They say U21, but it's all PL2. That's what I'm saying. It's all PL2. That's really what it is. Maybe I'm mistaken by that. Maybe there's a U21 and a PL2, and I'm just mistaken. I'm going to Google that real quick. No, PL2 is U21. That's what it is. The greatest winger of all time. Well, I'm not going to say that, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, just let him play PL2 football. Let's see. I'm just using AI to figure that shit out. I'm wondering how much he can play. Like, if there's some restrictions behind it. Yeah, so PL2 basically allows 5 overage players on the field. So basically he would just occupy one of these designated overage slots. So 5 players over the age of 21 can play in PL2. And that's outfield players from my understanding. Big ups to everyone jumping in, Quiz Pursuit and Surf Pro, and big up to everyone jumping in. Bro, people like these kind of stories, I think, is the way I like to describe it. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of my understanding behind it is like people just like these fucking these kind of stories. You know what I mean? Like he kind of got dragged down to reality after his big move. Now he's been dragged down to fucking rock bottom. People want to see him succeed. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just kind of how it works. It's like, in the end, like, you can't, like, what are you going to do? Kick him while he's down? You know what I mean? Like, what are you going to do? How much further can he go? You know what I mean? How much farther down can the kid go? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the reality. It's just, And I think he's really well. I think he's just liked as a person. Yeah, I think he's. Yeah, I think you're right, Killer AMC. I think he's just liked as a person. I think we've gotten a lot of laughs out of the mudryk situation, but now we kind of just want him to succeed. You know, that's it. There's nothing to it more than that. See, Quiz Pursuit. I think I'm starting to get more on the line of keeping him for 6 months. I'm kind of there with it. That's my thought process. Because I don't think the kid's gonna not work hard, at least. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's the last of our worries. Of him not working hard, I think that's the last of our worries. I think like, can he play football at this level is a whole nother question. I think I like JK's idea here. Is you keep him, you play him in that you play him in this PL2 right here. You use one of these overage allowance spots to let him play the U21s, right? And you keep him for 6 months, right? You keep him for 6 months, and in 6 months, we can make a decision on if we want to loan him or if we want to reintegrate him totally to the first team. And if he gets reintegrated and we feel like he's further along developed than Jamie, then Jamie needs to go. Yeah, like, I mean, I agree. But I don't think it's even beneficial to keep him away from training with us, Quiz. Because, like, in the end, like, here's the way I think of it, right? I hear you too here. Right? I also hear you with this as well, right? But the way I see it is this. All right. We have this kid. He hasn't played football for 18 months, and he's already underdeveloped, right? Let's just be plain and simple. He's very underdeveloped. He has raw tools. He has some tools that you can't teach, like weight of pass, in my opinion, right? Like pace. You know what I'm saying? Like tools that you can't teach, okay? What you can teach is things around his IQ and tactically, all right? If you keep him around for 6 months and you have him training with us and you send him down to PL2 to play games for the next 6 months just for him to get game fitness, I think that's the best route for him. Like, I think if we can't, like, because in my opinion, he needs probably 3 months minimum of, like, consistent training before I'm even letting him play PL2 ball. At least 3 months. So that means the start of this campaign all the way to probably the first fucking international break. So, like, he's only going to have 3 months, maybe 4 months of football before I evaluate if he's going to loan. And that's all going to be in PL2 and potentially a game in like the Carabao in FA. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just totally exactly that. Exactly, bro. Exactly. I hear you on the Strasbourg thing too. I'm not opposed to. I'm not opposed to loaning them to Strasbourg whatsoever. Like, I'm not opposed to it. I just also think this is an asset that you spent 60 million on, okay? Let me just put this in perspective. You spent 60 million on this asset, okay? He probably has 2 years left of like figuring out if he can stay at this football club, period. Okay? Like, period. Like, no, like the Strasbourg opportunity is never going away. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Strasbourg won't want him. What are we gonna say? No to ourselves? You know what I'm saying? So, like, in my opinion, you have him training with us, okay, and then you ramp him up to game level, right? So, like ramping him up to game level would be like 2 to 3 months of just training, then 3 months of PL2 football, and then if he can't hit the level that we need him to be for our football club, and we don't have any injuries, or we don't have Jamie playing like a pussy, like, then we send him to Strasbourg anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the reality in my position. Like, it's not anything other than that. Like, there's nothing like, that's the way I would progress it. Is like there's nothing to it other than that. Like this is the hype thing is like, it's just fugazi, Mikhail, in my opinion. It's fugazi, like as we say in New York. It's fugazi. It doesn't have no structure to it. It's just doing something to be on Twitter while you're on Twitter. Like, the story came out. People want him to succeed, though. Do you understand? The kid's hit rock bottom. Like, you can't go any further than what Mudryk's already gone in his football career. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fugazi. The whole thing's fugazi. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing to it. There's no structure to it. There's nothing, no base to it. You know what I'm saying? It's just doing it because it's news. This is the news that came out today. Like, but in the end, like, kid hit rock bottom. People want him to succeed. Like, I don't blame him, and I don't blame people. Like, I hope he succeeds too. Maybe it won't be with us, and that's cool too. But I do hope he succeeds. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope he succeeds in his endeavors, bro. Like, bro got fucked. Like, he got kind of screwed with this situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt bad for dude. At least his band got ended early. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then he's trying to come back. Them type of stories you can support. You know what I'm saying? You can support those kind of stories. You know, like, now that he's hit rock bottom, like, that's what people want to see. People rise from the fucking ashes, son. Like, that's the reality. Them shits are good stories. That's why they make movies out of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the reality of it all. You know, like, I hope Dastan gets that move to what's it called too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope Dastan gets that move to League One. He can play football. I know he can. I watched him play football. Kid can play football, bro. He's a good footballer. Like, I hope he gets that move. I hope Jamie succeeds too. He had a shit fucking season last year. He had a shit fucking season. Fucking ass. If he played well last year, he probably could have made that World Cup team. Fucking Nani Madueke made the World Cup team. If you don't think Jamie played well, he couldn't have made that World Cup team. Be real. You know what I'm saying? And Slum American, you right. He wasn't that good. But who cares? You know what I'm saying? Who fucking cares? We just talking about it. You know what I mean? Like, it just comes to it. You know, like, I want to see dude do something with his life. We spent 60 million on dude. If we can recoup some of that back, break even, shit. It's a miracle if we fucking break even, bro. I'm talking like I'm talking like fucking just on the amortization that we have left on him. The 30 million that we got left on, dude. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it is. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I mean, we doing preseason hype though, son. Against fucking Australian teams and shit, son. Preseason hype. But good for Jamie for playing good. And shit. Esteval has to have. I still think Esteval's going to have his breakout season this year, personally. I do. Inshallah, Quenda can stay healthy this year because I think he's a phenomenal player. I'm very, very high on Quenda. Very high. And then Morgan Rogers can pay some of our fucking money back by scoring some goals with Cole Palmer. And then they could start running to they could run to the damn corner doing some shiver shit. Well, the reality is kid's 18. That's the reality. You know, it is what it is. What time is that game? What time is tomorrow's game? Because it doesn't say on fucking Google. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Maybe I take a nap. Maybe I go to take a nap right now and just stay the fuck up. Nah, that's like 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning for me. It's like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Bro, I that ass would have to take a nap. Like I would after this stream, I would have to go to sleep. That ass, if that was gonna happen, I'd have to go get my fucking blackout curtains up, and yeah, we would have to do the blackout thing because like I would have to go. I would have to. Yeah, I'm on Pacific. That shit would be so rough. Yo, you know how much I'd hate to do that though. I'm not gonna front. I don't have shit going on tonight either. Jardo. You see, this is why I kind of want to see it, bro. I kind of want to see it. But we're not going to have a midfield in that game. And I told y'all about this fucking. I told y'all about that pitch, bro. That Australian pitch. I told y'all about that shit. I was like, bro, the likelihood Lavia plays in that game is pretty slim. And he's now all of a sudden healthy. Bro, he wasn't playing in that game. And that pitch was fucking garbage. He might not play this weekend. I don't know. I got to go see where they're playing. Exactly, Connor. There's just no midfield. We have none of our midfielders. Nah, but like, whatever. I ain't even gonna. That's preseason. It's the same stadium. Yeah, I don't know about that. No, I haven't because there is no situation to talk about it. Yeah, but I doubt Moy plays. He's probably had like one fucking training session. See, Doyle. This game in the stadium's 80,000 people showing up. The pitch better not be shit. Yeah, Moy ain't playing. Yeah, like I said, Moy ain't playing. All right, let's do a little bit of talk of something else real quick. Yeah, that's funny shit. Okay, so today, this news comes out. I'm not dropping that price. So that's the last thing I'm doing, Deminette. I'm not dropping that price. So like this news came out today. So there was a point where this guy was really, really, really like reliable. But this whole shit's gonna be funny when they pay him $600K a week, like you said, Connor. Because at $600K a week, bro, at $600K a week, this motherfucker better be scoring or assisting in every single fucking game, or the English media are gonna fucking tear him apart, bro. They're gonna tear him apart, like they're gonna tear him apart. Dude, you have no idea how much I want this deal to happen. Like, you guys are overestimating what Vinny's capable of. I'm gonna be so real with you guys. You're overestimating what this guy's capable of. Correct. Correct. Bro, just the game is so much faster. And like, I would love to see him at this, like, everyone is almost as athletic as you and you're just not running at people. You're just not running at a lot of unathletic fullbacks. Like, I just him running at the athleticism that he's going to be running at. I'm just like, okay. Especially with like what I think of what he can do. I am not sold on this guy's decision making whatsoever. Unless Kai Havertz turns into Kareem Benzema, I don't see this being like as nailed on as a great move. Like, I do think the Bruno G move's a great move for them. Like, I think that's a phenomenal move for them. But do you see who Vinny scores against? Have you guys ever looked at the charts of like the teams he scores against? So, and the other thing is like, and maybe it doesn't really matter, to be honest. If he gets paid $600K a week, what is Declan Rice gonna want? And Rock Nation is the agency that oversees Vinny Jr. Also oversees Endrick, Martinelli. Who else? Diamande. We have some close ties to them because they also represent a lot of baseball players too that the Dodgers don't have. So, I just wonder how that all goes. I find that interesting. I just find it very interesting. You know, like they dropped Lukaku recently, Quiz Pursuit, but they did used to represent Lukaku, but they've dropped him recently. You can actually Google it. I think Fabrizio posted it a couple months ago. The other thing is art. How do you this tweet is very interesting to me because when you read it, it's kind of like an oxymoron. Like I just here's the thing, right? Like, all right, Arsenal have personal terms agreed with Vinicius Jr. Okay. The next sentence is Rock Nation is going to take that agreement, supposed agreement, and go to Real Madrid with the offer. Now, if he's agreed to this, why is it over to Vinicius? And they better be ready to cover for him. That's all I'm gonna say. They better be ready to cover for him. And he ain't tracking back for nobody. $600K a week. You asking me to track back? Fuck out of here. Other things that this guy has said this year, by the way. This is all, a few weeks ago. Literally. A lot of talk, not a lot of backing behind a lot of that, though. Because Morgan Rogers is now Chelsea. Anyways, anything else you guys want me to talk about before I close this out? It doesn't really make a lot of sense the way he words shit, though. You guys ain't hijacking shit, bro. Probably. Probably, I was counter. I would say probably. I think Barcola ends up going to Liverpool. Someone said it's Peter Mertesacker. It used to, from my understanding, someone said the person it used to be was Per Mertesacker that ran Hand of Arsenal. Okay, that was the first person who. That was like what the theory was that Mertesacker was the first person to run Hand of Arsenal, and then he sold it to someone that was inside the club still. Oh, I think 3 center backs are gone within the next 2 weeks. I think 3 center backs are gone within the next 2 weeks. And don't forget, Nico Jackson happens on deadline day. Don't forget I told you that. The sale to Aston Villa happens on deadline day. My prediction to what happens with Enzo Fernandez, I don't think he goes anywhere. I think he kind of himself. And not himself, really. I think it kind of part of it is the World Cup and how far Argentina went, because it shortened his timeline to when he could actually get like a deal done. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. See, I don't think Enzo Fernandez would take that. That's the thing. I don't think Enzo Fernandez would take that. This is some very interesting shit. You know what would surprise me? I'm actually kind of been thinking about this. I've been kind of thinking about this. There's a world where City sell Nico Gonzalez. And I don't think it would be to us, by the way. But I think the Rodri domino is going to start another domino effect, because I think Barcelona wants a midfielder as well. Correct. Correct, Quiz Pursuit. We talked about it on this channel a couple weeks. I think last week we talked about it on this channel. The whole Diamande stuff. I've thought the entire time Diamande is not leaving till next year. Okay, the entire time. Okay, the entire time. I sat here and I said, this Diamande deal is not happening until next year, because of the image right court case that they have going on right now. Okay. Now, fast forward. From my understanding, the deal that Vinny got has like an 80% clause on his image rights rather than the 50. So I'm very curious to see how this plays out. Always, like always, never fails. Bro, I'm being serious, Connor. I think that there's going to be this domino effect. As soon as Rodri moves, they get Buwadi, and they sell Nico G as well to Barcelona for like 60 million, and then we have a conversation around Enzo. I think they want to get Adam Wharton and Alex Scott. I think that's realistically they want both. I think they want both. So like I don't think he goes to Atletico, and I don't think he goes to Arsenal. But I do think they get Bruno G. I think they eventually fold and just pay for Bruno. Like Newcastle ain't gonna wait. Newcastle ain't gonna like. They ain't gonna just accept a fucking low bid when everybody's been getting top dollar for their fucking guy for their midfielders, and Bruno G's is literally better than every single one of them that's moved this summer. Like there's just the reality of it. Like the reality is, Arsenal got to pay. They pay, they get the guy. It's that simple. It's really that simple. No, I still think he goes to Man U. The ghost of Donbass? Who's the ghost of Donbass? Anyways. Yeah, I'm just I don't think as long as it's unless Manchester it's going to end up being Manchester United. Yo, Buwadi is cold, bro. Don't get that shit twisted. I mean, the PSG thing's interesting. The PSG thing's interesting to me. I could see the PSG thing happening too. Let me see something here. I'm very curious about something real quick. Yeah, So, I mean, I don't know, actually. Not anymore. They just renewed Fabian Ruiz for 3 more years. So, I don't know. That's interesting. He's such a Mourinho player. It's disgusting. It's disgusting how much of a Mourinho player he is. Nevis. I don't know, man. The whole Chouameni thing is going to be interesting too. The whole Chouameni thing is going to be interesting too, in my opinion. Neves is definitely not the second best 6 in the world. He's not better than Caicedo. Period. He's just not better than Caicedo. I think at least 2 years. I think he'll be there for at least 2 years. bare minimum. For me, it goes Rodri, Caicedo, Rice. Right now in world football. If you, Tommy-san, I'm sorry, you haven't watched enough Neves then, because Neves is extremely rash as well. Like, extremely rash. I don't think he's that good. I think he's more actually a box-to-box 8 than he is a. And Kimmich ain't a 6 anymore. Kimmich, you can't even be considered a 6 in this conversation anymore. At his age, he can't. He doesn't defend well enough for me to even have this conversation. See, JK, I'm not happy if we get Alex Scott, bro, because the cost it's going to take to get Alex Scott is going to disgust me, bro. And I believe, like, if you're going to spend that money on Alex Scott, just get Wharton. Like, truly, just put the money on Wharton and don't have the conversation about it. Like, I'm being so serious with you. Like, this Alex Scott conversation, like, I think he's good, but he's not 90 million. Plain and simple. He's just not 90 million. Like, I was okay with you spending the money on Rodgers because of just the way, the position that's necessary. I am not spending 90 million on dude. If it's 70 plus add-ons, it's straight. Cool. Bro, cool. 70 million plus add-ons, cool, bro. Cool. Fine. Nah, in this market, he ain't 90 million. Kiss my ass, son. Surely. I'm sorry, Tommy-san. Kiss my ass. Ain't no way. That no, because just because one player is over, you overspend for one player doesn't mean you have to overspend in every single time. I'm not doing that. Like I said, 70 plus add-ons. You can even tack on 20 million in add-ons if you want to. That's fine. But I'm not fucking doing. Joe is fucking hilarious. He's fucking washed, bro. Let him keep his ass in Italy, bro. He's washed. We already got an old man. I don't need more old man in my fucking football club, bro. Just get a fucking quality player. Jeremy, he's gonna end up getting replaced by fucking Stankovic anyways this year. But Mo, he's had more games. That's just the nature of the game, bro. It's just how it goes. Keep Locatelli so fucking far away from me, bro. Locatelli is getting the name Locatelli. I'm being dead ass with y'all. The name Locatelli is turning into Baleba for me. Every time someone says Locatelli, I'm like, bro, you're giving me the ick, son. You're just giving me the ick. We want to get less athletic with Locatelli. Bro, he's fantastic, but he can't stay healthy. He's also gonna replace fucking him and Stankovic will fucking replace him, bro. Will replace Berea. I mean, not really. Someone's gonna end up buying him for 80 million in the next 18 months, bro. 18 to 24 months, guaranteed. Telling you. There's quite a bit of players I'm not playing on that fucking pitch since we're playing on the same pitch we played. I'm telling you. You think so? I think I would agree somewhat with that if that center back's LaCroix. Actually, I think in my opinion, that might be actually Levi that we have to worry about more. Just because his ball playing is my big thing, man. His ball playing. Like, we need his ball playing, bro. Like, I'm not gonna front. His ball playing makes us such a better team. It's crazy. But if you're asking me if is Scalvini good enough to play for a Premier League team, the answer is yes. But the price would be like the price would be Romero's on his way to Inter. And they figured out the deal. The price would be almost worth the chance, though. That's the thing. Like for the price that they're asking for him, it's like worth the chance. It's like not even, in my opinion, it's not even a question. It's worth the chance. That's the only reason I said, yeah. To be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of those two. I think both of those guys are very hit or miss defensively. Where Scalvini is, in my opinion, top class defensively, top class passing. Like, he has both sides of it where I believe he's extremely good. Nah, Gotti's overrated as fucking. He's not. He doesn't have the physical abilities that I'm looking for, in my opinion. But I mean, it's like taking another chance on Wesley Fofana, but paying $30 million for him. He has a lot of look at the shoulders. It's just like 3 shoulder injuries. It's crazy, bro. And those were the like other than his ACL, the shoulder injury is what kept him out a lot of the time. But bro, when he's available, he's nailed on starter. Like, it's crazy. Like, he comes back and he instantly starts for him every single time. Like, it's not even a question. Like, he's their best center back that they have. I mean, bro, if we can get like you don't need more than that. who's saying, I want you to go and rewind like 10 minutes. Go 15 minutes back, 20 minutes back-ish, and you'll see the entire Vinny conversation. Because I ain't doing it again. Good luck to you, though. I mean, you can't ask for more than that, right? Yeah. Like the amount of games this kid's played at his age is like bro, at 22, you've played 113 games. At 22, you've played 113 games, bro. You've had multiple seasons. Think about this. 1, 2, 3 of 20 plus. He's been playing nearly consistent football for Atalanta since he was 17 years old. For 30 million, I'm fucking taking that chance. I don't like for 30 million, bro. I am taking that fucking chance, bro. I am telling you right now. There's no doubt in my mind. For 30 million, I am taking the chance on this kid. Bro, because he can play both sides. He can play both sides. Bro, he was Hoyson before Hoyson. I mean, part of it is we might be playing a back three, though, Haroon, so. Hoyson only played 300 more minutes than him. I don't know. I mean, we can Google it. Yeah, he's playing a back forward. Not a ton, but he has. That's a good question. I'd be curious. I don't watch Atalanta enough for me to like really understand it. But every time I've ever watched this kid play, he's been fun, absolutely phenomenal. Every single time. every single time this kid's been phenomenal. I do think we might be right side heavy though, Var. I think we might end up being right side heavy this year. Like for like at that price, bro, I'm like, all right. At that price, if we gonna play a back three, for sure. I would be pretty surprised if we sold Tosin. If we did, good, but I'd be pretty surprised. I mean, we gotta send all these guys to fucking Syria. Just take the $5 million less than they're asking, and fuck off. I want to see something. I mean, depends on what you consider Barco and Quenda, but yeah. Yeah, I kind of think that. I can think that. And I wonder if West might be better off in a 3, to be honest. Like wide defending in a 3. It seems like he's more of an interceptor than he is a dueler. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I also think Josh. I still think Josh is sold. I still believe Josh gets sold. Give me that pure profit. He could fuck off, in my opinion. I don't care. You know it. You fucking know it. This number will always piss me off. That number will always piss me off, no matter what. You guys remember what my rule is about defenders? They have to be over 50% aerial duel percentage. Otherwise, I don't want nothing to do with them. Plain and simple. He said, word on the street, my fantasy. What's another center back we can put to him? Well, I mean, Benjamin, when you're playing a back 3, right? When you play in a back 3, you normally make a lot more sideways passes. It's just kind of how it. I can never spell his fucking last name, bro. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Okay. That's a good one. Yo, Tommy Sana is onto something, son. Tommy Sana is onto something. Let's throw that name in at the same time. Honestly, I think the forward pass percentage number is a garbage number. I think it's an irrelevant stat. I think it's something that is used to prop up people's stats in a sense that actually doesn't make sense, because you can make a 2-yard front forward pass and it counts towards that. But how many passes are progressive? Once again, I ask you guys a question of this. This stat means what to me if this stat isn't high? If this stat is high and this stat is low, then you're making 3-yard passes. 3-yard forward passes, and it means nothing to me. I think the most telling conversation about this is all these guys we've been linked with, and all of these stat graphs are very similar in a lot of places. Okay, here, and here. These are like Zarbani's isn't really like high on our list, anyways. But let's do this just for the sake of our conversation, right? Zarbani in the Prem. Oh, I did Murillo. You don't want to see that graph. You want to see something? And then the most underrated player in this league, in my opinion, Mr. Nathan Collins. People would consider Nathan Collins a good aerial defender. Jay's starting to get it. Jay's starting to get it. Who else were we linked with? And you want to know something? I'm going to give you two things, right? When you look at graphs, okay? When you look at graphs, there's a few things that I want you to understand, right? Because you have to put the stats to make it under the stats don't mean anything if there's no understanding behind what the stats actually mean, right? So let's just put it in perspective for a second, okay? We're gonna just do Van Heck and Scalvini in just a direct combination of a comparison, okay? We'll do Romero here in a second. But I just want to have this conversation because there's few things that I didn't like about Van Heck, and I was very vocal about it on this channel, right? I didn't think he was a very intellectual defender, okay? I thought he was a very physical defender, and I thought he had a lot of good tools on the ball, but I didn't think he was very intellectual, okay? And the stats kind of show that. right? Because when you can have good defensive duel percentage but not win the ball. If the opponent loses the ball, you win that duel. But if you don't get the ball, that doesn't count. That doesn't mean much, right? So basically, right, if you win your one-on-one duel, you win your one-on-one duel. I actually like that name too. I don't even think we can get Stones on here, though, because he just hasn't played enough football. Yeah, he's not even on here. You can't even get him because he hasn't played enough football. Not this year, Jay. Not this year. This right here is an impressive number. When you look at a stat and you get 91 percentile in possession one. Let's do what everybody wanted first. You want to know something interesting? JJ, we're on center backs. But I think the other thing that's very interesting about this is this number right here. Look how close these numbers are. It's right up. LaCroix and Van Heck I had Van Heck up a second ago. But we're talking Dukanza. Okay, I like that. I like that. I think it's more because that Palace are just vertical. And to be honest, he just doesn't have that responsibility. His responsibility is getting the ball to his midfielders. That's what his responsibility is. Either that or you put his responsibility specifically around getting the ball to the outside to his fullbacks, wingbacks. Like that's really where his responsibilities lied when it came to passing. But majority of his responsibility is just getting the ball to Adam Wharton. And do you blame him? Because Adam, like I said, I've been very clear about how good I think Adam Wharton is. I don't think I can be any more clear about how much Adam Wharton is. So, like the one thing that I think is the interesting talking point about LaCroix is he has both. Not only is he really good at his one-on-one duels, he's also really good at winning the ball. And once again, my golden rule of above 50%. So he passes all my tests defensively. The other side of the game is where we will have to see more of. But I think this is an underrated value of him that he has the capability of doing. These two is not a necessity for me as long as they have a ball player next to him. It's pretty simple. And to be honest, I don't really need him doing this. Period. As long as he's safe with the ball and he's winning his duels and winning his duels aerially, I'm calm. Very, very calm. Now, just to put it in perspective, to say, just so you guys see what it would look like, right? Let's just say Levi Colwell got injured. Isn't that two guys who win possession a lot and counter each other? You see what I'm saying? These are two guys that win possession a lot and counter each other. They're counter profiles, so they should fit next to each other. I mean, Holland ragdolls everybody, bro, but it's just part of the game. Do you have a guy who can at least match his physicality in some way? Let's put. I'm curious because I love Chris Richards. He's not at the level though. It's very LaCroix-like if you want an honest look at it. Yeah, exactly. They complement each other. So it really is like the conversation. I would love Scalvini. I know his injury history is kind of sus. I ain't gonna lie, but for the price, I'm taking it. That's like a high upside, low value type of guy that I am 100% taking. No doubt in my mind. Yeah, but we're spending a lot less on Fofana. We're spending a lot more on Fofana. This kid probably takes 60 minutes. Let's see what he's on right now. Scalvini on 60K a week, 70K a week, 80K a week, or Fofana on 200K a week. They actually want him. They only want 30 million, 30 or 40 million. And that's in euros. We could double his wage package nearly, right? Put him on our scale. And then I think Fofana has 1 year left next year. What's left on the amortization on Fofana? Yeah, they only want 40 million euros. Let me find it real quick. Let me find the news for that real quick. There it is. But you guys see the vision, though, right? I mean, I don't know if that's hard to take vision-wise, but you guys see the vision, in my opinion, from this point. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's about what we'll get for Trev. Right around that. Not including the pure profit aspect of it. Ali Barat is the same agent that Caicedo has. And he's very close friends with what's his name? The Baghdadi. I think his last name is Baghdadi. Egbali. What am I saying? Egbali. Yeah, he's close friends with Egbali. Fucking high. Yeah, Ali Barat's close with Egbali. He's also Hoyson's agent. Let's see who else this guy. Oh, bro. There's so many names on here. Look who's at the top. He got the Madsen deal done. We were linked to Hincapié, Kendry. No, I don't think that was him actually. Because Jackson's has two agents. He has his like personal agent, and then this is his sporting agent. The personal agent was the one who posted that actually. Because Ali Barat's like an Arabic dude. The guy who posted it was like an African dude. I don't know about Daniel Ballard. I don't know. Like he had a good season, you know what I'm saying? But it's probably a little too soon for me to make that decision at this current moment. We were linked with Archie Brown too. We were linked with Thomas Araujo. Strasbourg. I think Sila was at Strasbourg before we bought Strasbourg, though. Yeah, look. The most notable deals are all Chelsea oriented. All of them. Look at Xavi Simons. Nani Madueke. We were linked with Hugo Ekitike. We were linked with Dean Huijsen. I mean, pretty obvious that this guy has some type of pull at our club right now. Pretty obvious on that. That would be 34 million. Look at that. And he was part of that Atalanta team that won that hey, wait. Full circle. He was on the Atalanta team that kicked the fucking shit out of his Leverkusen team that almost won the treble. What do you mean have we bought? I just went through a whole fucking list of players we bought. Moises Caicedo. linked with Scalvini today. This guy, by the way, I'm gonna be honest. This guy, I would if you guys haven't started following this guy, start following this guy. He's been very, very good this summer. Very good, especially around Italian football. His information on things happening in Italy has been next to spot on every single thing that he's done. He's going up to a 1B guy for me in Syria when I want Syria news. Honestly, he's underneath them. DiMarzio's underneath him, yes, in my opinion. Though DiMarzio's been so hit or miss over the years, and this guy this year has just been so on point. Yes, correct, Max. He was there. He was the one calling Palestra, saying that the Palestra deal was going to get done before anyone else was. Anyone. He was the first one saying that Palestra was linked to us, and like there was a chance that we would hijack the deal. He was the first one. He was the first one to say the Israeli kid that was supposed to go to Inter after Palestra move. He was the first one saying that he failed the medical. Correct. So some American, it's like this, right? When it comes to his talent, I think he's up there with some of the best young defenders in football. Period. Okay? It's a period. Unfortunately, over the last, I would say, 3-ish years, he's had some injuries. An ACL 1 year. He had a shoulder 1 year. 2 years ago, he had a shoulder. But last year, he played 24 games. And at his age, he's only 22. At his age, bro, at his fucking age, we're talking about a guy who's played over 100 games at 22. Like, you can't say that about Hoyson. You can't say that about a lot of these guys. Like, a lot of these guys at 22, you cannot say they have 100 games of professional football in Serie A or in a professional league, period. A lot of these guys at that age, you cannot say that. He has 100+ fucking games. Like, it would be a catch to get him, in my opinion. It would be a catch. I don't think Spurs go for him. I think Spurs are specifically focused on attackers right now. I think because they got 2 defenders this summer already, Sensi and Van Heck. And the way that De Zerbi was talking, they already knew Romero was going to leave way beforehand. Exactly. There was something. Yeah, let's do that. I like that idea. There you go. 10 hours ago. By tomorrow, Chelsea will respond to Como regarding an offer of 30 million euros, including bonuses. 28 plus 2 for Chalobah. The defender has an economic agreement with Lorient, identical to the one he already had with Inter, for 4 million euros per net. Same. Me too. Me too. And we'll know tomorrow. From my understanding, it's Bodyish. I can never spell some of these guys' last names, bro. Yeah, I spelled it wrong. It's with an A and one L. A. L. Yeah, I saw this. You know, there's some concessions that need to be made for things to go. That's the way I see things. Some concessions need to be made for things to keep on moving, Tommy Sana. We can't just sit and hope that we're going to get 10 more million. Just get this guy the fuck out of here and start getting some new players in. He's been a thorn. He's had too many bad moments. More bad moments than good moments at this football club. Period. When bro, 2 years ago, I think it was actually under Potch, it might have been. There was against Liverpool. Bro made a diving header with no one around. Like, no one around, diving header. For what? To clear the ball. We need to get these guys the fuck out of here, bro. All those Tuchel times. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, that shit had, ever since that day, I'm like, I never want to see this guy ever again at my football club. Yes, this one. He diving header that missed, a low diving header that missed, and let Mane score, bro. I was like, yeah, dude, bro, ever since that moment, I was like, yeah, get the fuck out of here, bro. I never want to see you at this football club again. That was 5 years ago, nearly 4 or 5 years ago. like, get him the fuck out of here, bro. Yo, get him the fuck out of here, yo. Like, I'm done. Yo, I've been done with this guy, Jay, for so long, bro. Like, you have no idea. For so long. For so fucking long, I've been done with this guy, bro. Bro, we gotta get that. We gotta get good. Bro, son. The Crystal Palace goal this year, bro, like, I know Andre Santos made a bad pass, but you don't compound the bad pass with making a retarded ass tackle. Like, I think Mamadou Sarr can get a loan in the Premier League. I think Anselmino should be sold to Strasbourg or wherever. I don't give a fuck. Sell him to Ashkaban for all I give a fuck. If Dortmund want him still, sell him to Dortmund. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, get him the fuck out of here. I still want Josh the fuck out of here. So that's 3. I want Badiashile, Tosin, Badiashile, Desasi, and Chalaba the fuck out of here. That's 6. I want him the fuck out of here. I want him the fuck out of here. I just don't think we move Tosin. Like, bro, exactly. Because I don't think he's ready, S-boy. I just don't think he's ready, bro. I don't think he's ready to play. I don't even think he's ready to play Premier League football. Period. Plus, the kid needs to play football. Like, he needs to play football. Like, at his age, he needs to play football. I don't hate the youth. Exactly. This is why I want him sold. If he doesn't want to fucking be loaned, then get him the fuck out of here. Plus, I am not doing this. Like, I'm already done with Fofana, and I know I can't get rid of Fofana. But if you're a ball-carrying center back, what the fuck do I need you for? Yeah, send him to Liverpool. If Liverpool want him, let Liverpool spend $50 million on him. I'm calm. $50 million pure profit. Bring the $50 million per pure profit. And I'm probably one of the few Chelsea fans that's okay with this happening. But for fuck's sake, I'm just tired of it. And to be honest, he probably plays right back. Nah, 50 million plus add-ons. You just spent 60 on fucking a jacket. You can fucking give me 50. You could pay it in 3. We should do a live fucking Football Manager setup. That shit would be fun. We should just get like a bunch of people and do a live Football Manager. I hope if they could bring live career mode to fucking FIFA, that shit would be amazing. And that's why, yeah, but you pay 10 million more. That's why I said 50. Yeah, we'll dude, if they did live career mode in FIFA, like fucking, they do it in fucking if they bring live career mode in FIFA, bro, we would be that shit would be so lit, JJ. Like, a live career mode in FIFA with the boys would be so goddamn lit. That shit would be so much fucking fun, bro. From Liverpool? Yeah, probably. Bro, they got to make FIFA like fucking what's the mode the mode in NCAA link that does the live career mode? Is it just called live career mode? Like, if they did live career mode, bro, I think they'd fucking blow. They literally bankrupt fucking Dynasty. Yes, like Dynasty or franchise mode. Exactly, bro. Bro, that shit would be. That shit would. Yo, that shit would literally kill. It would kill. Actually kill. It would actually kill FM. It would kill FM. It would literally destroy FM's entire shtick. FM wouldn't be able to compete if they did live career mode, bro. A live dynasty mode and FIFA would be disgusting. We would be playing every day, JJ. We would be playing every fucking day. Literally every day we would be playing. Bro, that shit would be with like 4 other people. That shit would be so cold. Could you imagine? Like, could you imagine how cold that shit would be? Yeah, exactly, Jay. Exactly, Jay. That shit is exact, bro. Could you imagine us go like the fucking bro? That shit, I'm telling you, it could revive FIFA. If they did a live career mode on FIFA, it would revive FIFA to an extent I couldn't even imagine. There would be no ends to how much I would play that game, bro. No fucking ends. Could you like? We would do like a stream. We could do like a stream wide fucking like a stream wide live fucking career mode where everyone picks a team and everyone has to come in every single day or every other day and we play live career mode. And if you're not part of it, if you don't jump in, we simulate without you. Fuck out of here. Like, bro, I'm telling you, if FIFA wants to fix their shit, Connor, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, that shit would be disgusting. A 20-person live league dynasty would be disgusting. It would be disgusting. It would be so much fun. Like, could you imagine the fucking that shit would be amazing. What are we even talking about? But EA sucks, so that shit might never happen. That shit would be disgusting. They can't even get their fucking servers right, though. What up, bro? I'm telling you, that shit would be so much fun, bro. I'm telling you, do you understand how much fun that would be? Like, do you understand, like, bro, they're missing the plot, bro. EA are just missing the plot, bro. But they can't even get their servers right, bro. So, like, what are we talking about? Easy, Connor. Easy. Not even a question. Like, literally not even a question. If they had that game, if that game existed, that mode existed, I'm spending $100 on that game with my eyes closed. With my fucking eyes closed, bro. With my eyes closed. Do you understand? My eyes would be closed. You could take the money out of my wallet yourself. Killer AMC. We're talking about if FIFA had like a live dynasty mode. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they basically, like, if they had this a dynasty mode where like you and a bunch of homies would like get the pick, like round robin a team, right? You would round robin a team. You pick your team, that you want to go, and each week you guys play your week, and you run your team in the same league as everybody else that's part of the fucking conversation. That's part of the team. Like that's part of the league. So like I would take like if I was Chelsea, you see, yeah, Madden has that shit too. Like every other EA game has it except fucking FIFA. But if FIFA had it, it would be the greatest game mode they've ever created. Do you understand? It would literally be the greatest game mode you've ever created. But they don't have the capacity to do that. They just don't. Plus, they don't have like, bro. I would spend an extra $20. I would literally spend an extra $20 just for that game mode. Yeah, that shit would be so much fun. Bro, I'd spend $150 on that game. Like I said, I'm not even joking. The amount of time I would put into that game would be disgusting. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what would happen though, Pequeno. like that's the reality. Like that's exactly what would happen. Because they just don't have the capacity for something like that. They really don't. They just do not have the capacity. So, but that shit would be so goddamn lit. Like, what are we talking about? Exactly. And it would probably be like too much headache for their own good, to be honest, to try to get that shit. Dead ass, Max. Straight up. That's how it is in fucking what's it called? Recruiting for CFB. That's exactly how it is for CFB. Like if you're like sitting there trying to fucking scout, everyone has like for the most part, other than JJ most of the time, everyone has like a 5-star team, and you're like sitting there trying to fucking try to get into the fucking the mixer of 5-star players. Yo, I hear that. Fucking me and JJ get petty over who we get in ultimate team, who we have on our ultimate teams. You can imagine us hijacking players from each other. That shit would be hilarious. Yo, just the show of me and Link just playing that mode would be actual comedy. Like it would be literally comedy if me and Link played that mode together. Just like you guys would be here every day just dying, bro. Like straight up just dying. Yo. That shit would be geek. All right, everyone. We'll see you guys tomorrow for our FIFA streams. We'll be back 7 a.m. PST, 3 p.m. UK time. You know what it is. We'll be live for our clubs. We got to get the Division 1. Unfortunately, I'm being very, very picky tomorrow because we got to get the Division 1. Bro, that shit would be comedy, son. I'm being so dead ass. That shit would be so comedy. Anyways, everyone, big up. We'll see you guys tomorrow.